And we're live. I'm a minute early, so maybe I need to go slow. No, I'm not going to go slow. It's a minute. I ramble on like my normal beginning. It should let you know that I'm on. Give you a second to hop on. I've got a whole new outlook on my life today after resting and relaxing yesterday. I have no idea what's wrong. I'm just going to blame it on from when I was sick. I don't know. I'm just extremely tired. So I'm just going to say that I'm not 100% yet, but I feel good other than being extremely exhausted. So I got my card around today and said that we'd be here. I got a bright and cheery, wonderful card using the Fields of Bloom set. And all I could think, it's not Fields of Bloom, all I could think of is, I think it might have been the movie, The Field of Dreams. And they said, if you build it, they will come. So if you use it, they will watch, of the Fields in Bloom stamp set. It is in the current catalog. I don't know what attracted me to it. But I got it. So tonight, hauled it out and I'm using it. So I told you guys a few weeks ago, or maybe it was in my newsletter, that I really need to use the stuff that I've bought. So I'm going to follow Patty Tire's rule. And if you use it once, it's a justified purchase. So I've justified the Fields in Bloom now today. And yeah, so I got nothing. It was another beautiful day here. Think I just saw on the news it's 87 out still. We're supposed to get some rain. So somewhere in there we'll get some rain. And I got Christy on, so if she couldn't see me or hear me, she would let me know. So we're gonna just kind of get going. I'm done with the papers. So today, let me show you the stamp set. This is a set that we're gonna use. Fields in Bloom. And so we're going to kind of make our own paper with it in this fun spanner card that I saw. I keep seeing as I do things on Pinterest or I search for, I told you before, I always search for random stuff. So cards with the flower on the front, cards with a stool, just stuff like that. Birthday cards in bright colors. So I don't always go to Fields in Bloom and find all the cards that are made with this stamp set. A lot of times I do, and then that's when I pin them, and they'll go to my Pinterest board with the stamp set name. So if you're ever on Pinterest, that is somewhat of an easier way, if you follow me on Pinterest, that you can see what I'm posting, stamping, saving, pinning, and you will see as I state in the board's headings that not everything is Stampin' Up. So if I see a card that looks like it could be used with that stamp set to make pretty much the same card, and I like it, I might pin it. And sometimes I just pin all the cards that I see that I like. Some I don't like, but they're different. They're unusual, just you name it, I kind of post it there. So I don't really have a good rhyme or reason to what I'm posting, but hopefully it's all inspiration if you go there and see the stuff. So I am going to get this party started. We're going to turn the camera down. So now we should be down. I struggled to get zoomed in today, so hopefully I didn't zoom in too far. Again, we're going to use the Fields in Bloom stamp, and I'm going to use my Frosted Forest birthday sentiment. I will show you the card we're going to do. I said it's called a spanner card. Hey, Mom. It's called a spanner card. And I'm going to open this piece up. And then this piece opens up. I don't know that I've ever made one like this. I've made one with this connector piece across there. I've made one where I've glued these two pieces down and then just the center part, this part flips up. But I don't know that I've really ever made one where I'm flipping up both pieces. So it's new to both of us. Well, maybe not new to you, but it's new to me. So let's get going. I've got all my little pieces and parts here ready to go. And I struggled today to cut these guys. I must have cut my layering pieces 4 times. I know I went through at least a sheet and a half of paper. It was crazy. So we've got a 8.5 by 5.5 inch piece of paper. Can score it at 4 1/4. Fold it up. Then we're going to cut, bring our trimmer in, and I'm going to tell you that if you cut this piece here that I'm doing at 1 1/4 inches, it probably will make the rest of your card much easier. But since I was kind of making my own papers, I wanted to have my side pieces and stuff a little bit wider. So I did do this on 1 3/8, which then it's going to make my center a little bit smaller. So I'm just going to kind of say ish. So I'll show you. So I'm going to do this at 1 3/8, and we're going to cut up from the edge to the 4 1/4 score line that we made in the center. Then I'm going to just flip it over and do the same thing at 1 3/8. And we'll go up to the 4 1/4 score line. And we're done with that. So now I'm going to show you here. This piece we got here. Okay, so see this, we got 2 3/4. So it depends how you, my other measurements could be off. It's been about 2 3/4, like ish, for the 1 3 with the 1 3/8. So we got 1 3/8, 1 3/8, almost. See, I think this one's not quite 1 3/8. But anyway, we'll see. I'm just telling you, it's going to get into the nitty gritty. So this piece is 2 3/4. If you make this, just give it a measure before you go ahead and start cutting all your pieces. So we've got that. Then we need 2 pieces. This is Melon Mambo. We need 2 pieces. I've used Pretty in Pink. And so these were 1 3/8. So I cut these down to 1 1/4. And then I have 2 pieces of the In Color Designer Series paper pack that are 1 1/8 wide. So this is 4 1/4. So my pink is 4 1/8, and this one is 4. So we're going to go ahead and glue all those together. If I had glue. I thought I left my glue over there. I keep saying I'm going to leave my glue bottle over here so that it's here. And then I take it over to my desk, and then like now I just lost it. It wasn't sitting anywhere near my desk. So I'm going to go ahead and glue these 2 pieces on. Let's get them off my desk, out of my hair. What'd I miss? What are you guys talking about? Lady slumped over the wheel. I gotta go down. Feeling better and doing some walking and using the oh, Cindy. Oh, Cindy's the lady that had the stroke, heart attack. What happened to another lady? She have heat exhaustion or something, guys? I have to get the scoop. Oh, I guess I can get it when we get up there. Yes, Mom, we are coming. I believe Sunday. That is the game plan at this point in time. I will let you know. So if anybody needs anything from down here, Christy, Mom, give me a shout. I will get it tomorrow and have it, or I can get it Saturday and bring it with me. All right, so I'm going to glue these two down. Like so. Then, I forgot one more thing. Hang on. I wanted my cleaner just so that I can wipe up my desktop. So now I'm going to set this aside for a second. And I'm going to bring in my pieces. So I got 3 pieces here. So I'm going to bring them into play with our Fields in Bloom stamp. So first we're going to do the leaves. And I'm going to do those in Granny Apple Green. Ink up our block. Then I'm going to do my best to line up like right at the bottom and trying to be equal on each side the best that I can because my stamp is too wide to do it all. So now I'm going to set that aside real quick. I'm going to bring these two in, kind of line them up a little bit on my mat here to see how wide we are. I got to come in trying to go like this. Again, I'm just trying to eyeball right now how close I need them. See if I can remember that for. All right, so those look pretty good. So now I'm just going to ink up the ends again. And our Granny Apple Green. Oop, that one's not wide enough. Come down to the bottom of our paper. And give them a stamp down. So now we got our leaves on all of our pieces. And my little chamois dried off, but I won't. We'll put this off. Okay, then I'm done with my green for right now. Then I'm going to bring in my Pretty in Pink and the flower buds, I guess. I'm going to call them the flower tops, the blossoms. And I'm going to do that whole thing in Pretty in Pink. Then I'm going to come in with my Melon Mambo and a blender brush. Patty's on. Hey, Patty. And I'm just gonna dab on my stamp. Over the pretty in pink. Because I want these to be darker flowers and I want the, you'll see in a second. I want the taller ones to be darker and the lighter, taller, these lupines or whatever to be a little bit lighter color. So now I'm going to come in here. I'm going to line up all the flowers according to the holes that are there, the white spaces. Stamp it down. And it's not a huge noticeable amount of contrast in the color, but just enough that there's a contrast in the color. So now I'm going to come back in again with the pink. Let me we'll lay these two down here. Might be a little easier. We'll see. And then I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to get my Melon Mambo and put that on the blossom part. Like so. Come up along the top row. It's got Melon Mambo everywhere. And then we will come in here, line that one up. I think that looks pretty good. No, this one's good. We're gonna go for it. I don't think that lined up. I moved it, but wipe off our surface so we don't wear it. Okay, so now we're going to build up for the inside. I'm going to glue these down. Put that here. Out over on this side. These are the same. These are 4 1/8 inch long on the pink by 1 1/4, and the white is 4 by 1 1/8. Then we're going to open up the inside of our card and glue these two pieces in. And of course, you can build this any way that works for you. If you like to do all the outside first, I'm going to shut this down actually and help me to get a little handle on where I want it. And I went through all that, these little pieces, because I wanted it to kind of flow when it's open. I wanted it to look like it flows now. You could try and do a bigger piece and then trim it down, but the stamp's not wide enough. See, the stamp is only like halfway into these, so I just did separate ones and hope that it looked like they flowed. So now we've got just a plain white. That is, okay, so this is 2 3/4 by 4.5. So this is, and this is where I said it gets iffy. So we're gonna say it's 2 3/4. So this one went down to 2 5/8 by 4 1/8. And then this one is 2.5 by 4. Glue all those together. And maybe those are the right measurements, and this one just, maybe I cut it weird or something. This one had me all wonky on the measurements, so I like that this one's working out better. No issues. I'm gonna glue this one on. You can put a sentiment obviously here. If you do, stamp it before you glue it onto the layer. All right, now we're gonna finish up here. Same thing. 2 5/8. 4. Oh, see, looky here. I need a little bit bigger one. I'm only gonna glue this down part way. So this one must be a little smaller than 2 5/8. So I'm just gonna glue a little tiny bit of it on so you can see it in action. I'll fix it after. I want this to be, bigger. So we're gonna glue that onto the flap here. And then, like I said before, we've made them where we glue these two things down, and then this is our card. We're gonna go one step further with I got a 5.5-inch piece of Melon Mambo, and it is 1 1/4 inches wide. You can make it skinnier if you want, fatter if you want. I didn't want to cover up too much of that, so I started at 1 1/2, but I cut it down to 1 1/4. And then this is 1 inch by 5 3/8. So it's gonna sit right on the top of that. But first, we're gonna get all our inks back out again, and we've got just the flowers from the stamp set. And it works out pretty good that you can just dip the top 3 flowers in the Pretty in Pink, and then you can come over here and get the bottom 3 flowers in the Melon Mambo. And we're going to stamp it on our piece of paper. We're going to do that the whole way down. I'll try and hurry. Pretty in Pink for the top. Melon Mambo for the bottom. Now you can get crazy and turn them and do all kinds of fun stuff with them if you want. I didn't do all that because when it came, I did turn them like this way a little bit, back and forth. But I didn't want to do upside down and sideways and all that, because when I put the next layer on, I didn't want it to be all messed up and in the way and not really able to stamp the next layer. And this one, I forgot to tell you, might be a better if you start off the page, so then you got both ends off the page, but you don't have to. All right, so now we've got the flowers on there. Close that up for now. Get my block out. And then we're going to put the stem on there. In my green here. And we're not really using too much of the bottom, so I wasn't too worried about inking up the whole thing completely. Yeah, so I'm just putting this added little finishing touch, I'll call it, to this piece. Tie all the colors in with it. It's really a pretty quick card. Oops. I don't know where that one goes. Right there, maybe? No? Oh, I bet it goes like that. Okay. Give that a little bit of a wash off. That off. All right, I'm gonna close up my green. Oh, you know what I forgot on this? Hold on. Show you. I forgot to bring over my balmy blue, and I forgot to put my clouds in the sky. I was made one earlier with flirty flamingo, and I tried to put the birds on there that but the flirty flamingo and the melon mambo, but I put clouds on there and I forgot to put them on this one. So you guys can let me know if you want me to try and put clouds on it or leave it blank like this one. I thought that it looked like it didn't look like that one I just showed you, and I obviously didn't pay that close of attention to the one I just showed you. When I realized I was going to do it again, I scrapped that whole card and started over. And then that's what happens when you do that. You start over, and Patty likes the clouds. Patty likes to make her own clouds. So now then we're going to glue this to the front. Depends how big your sentiment is, will also determine how high you're going to go. But I'm going to keep mine down a little bit lower. And I'm going to just kind of hold it there, and then I'm going to lift up and put some glue on there and press it down. And lift it up. Press it down. I think I'm in the same spot. You do not want to get glue across the center. So then when we lift it up, can I put clouds on there now, you think? Let's see. I use balmy blue. It might be a little dark too, but we'll see. We'll see what we get. We'll try and put some clouds on there. It's a little bit wider than my paper. Get that little wash off. Let's see, I'm going to get a Post-it. I only want one cloud. This one cloud over here. This guy right here. And we'll come way down. Can I line that up? It looks like it's lined up. There we go. And then we'll give that a wipe off. I don't know if we need a cloud over on this one. I guess I can try it again with one more of those same clouds. Yeah, I'll have to show my resident creative directors. Neither of them, well, I guess I didn't show them the first card. They only, in their defense, they only saw this one, so they wouldn't notice that I forgot to put the clouds on. I just got questioned about why do I have a gold bird? Why would the bird be in gold? I said, I don't know. What color you want it in? Silver? And he said, no, but not gold. Why would he be gold? I don't know, because what color would you want it? And then I think he just said something about a color. He just doesn't understand accessorizing, I guess, with embellishing that you don't, it's a gold bird. All right, so now I'm going to my melon mambo out again. And then I cut this, what do you want to call that? Frame, sentiment frame. I use this circle here from the Unbounded Love Dies, and it's not a circle, it's a dotted scalloped oval. And that's what I used. So we'll get the ink out again, and then like I said, I used the Birthday Wishes for a Day as Great as You Are from this set. I haven't used this set. Does anybody have this? Have you used the stencils and all that stuff on this? I think that that'll be a girls' weekend project to give that a try, but I haven't used it yet, so. If you did, how did you like it? Did it work out good? All right. Stamp that down there. All right. That came out pretty good. I don't know why I'm trying to wipe the ink off these stamps because my cloth is really not wet at all, so. Close that up. All right, so then I'm going to bring my card back in. I'm going to put a little bit of glue along the bottom here. And I'm going to kind of come down lower because I want to see the flowers. I want to showcase those flowers a little bit, you know. You could put some ribbon underneath of it as well. And then when we open it, I did bring my birds over. Should I put a bird in there? I think we even have these adhesive back dragonflies and birds. We got these little dragonflies, and then we got a couple different bird directions. So we're going to use this bird. I guess I'll put him on this part. Like that. So that maybe he's just embellishing the inside. Maybe we don't need a bird on this paper with the clouds on that side. Let's skip that side. The lid to this packaging has the sticky on it. I got some kind of gold sparkle dots in there too. Must be one of my cards. I had these together as the accessories we needed to put the card together. Okay. So like I said, this one I forgot the clouds on. This one has the clouds. I think that might be the extent of what we need to do. Stamp on the inside. And there we go. That's our spanner card for today. Let's go back over here. And we're back. No, what? No, what didn't you want me to do? I don't know what. No, what did I do? Put in the oh, that was my hand and you're seeing that. Sorry, guys. You didn't want me to put the birds on there. I missed it. Anyway, that is it for tonight, our spanner cards. So again, very simple, very easy to make with our Fields in Bloom set that I've justified it now by using it once. So thank you for hopping on with me tonight. Sorry I wasn't here at my regularly scheduled program last night, but I'm here today feeling 100% better. And I don't know when I'll be on again. I'm still trying to regroup with all that, what I'm going to show you stuff. So I'll be back though. You can bet on that. Just not exactly sure when. You guys have a great holiday weekend and be safe. The roads are going to be crazy if you travel. So enjoy your extra day off, except for probably Patty. She's probably still got to work because they don't ever close except for part of the day on Christmas, or maybe close the whole day on Christmas. Anyway, you guys have a great night and I will see you again soon. Thanks for watching, commenting, sharing, helping me grow. I appreciate it very much. Bye-bye. And live video for all. There we go.